Welcome to Faith in 5, a weekly video devotional designed to discuss practical spiritual concepts in 5 minutes or less. I'm your host, Mark Vandella. It's a new year. Congrats, you made it. We celebrated. We had a wonderful Christmas, and now the gyms are packed. Right? If you're anything like me, you set goals to weigh less, accomplish more, make more money, all of these things. But I found that when I do that, when I start there with my goals, I have a huge surge and then I fizzle. And every single year, if I do it that way, I have a huge surge and I fizzle. I have a huge surge and then I fizzle. And this year, I want to challenge myself, and so I'm going to share it with you. I want to challenge us to build our goals sequentially based on the most important things of our lives so that we have this solid foundation to build on. We're starting a new series called 2020 Vision. And so I want to help, myself included, use our faith, use God and what He teaches us to build solid goals so that we can head into 2020 and have the best year of our lives. Instead of, for me, a minor shift, a minor tweak is really having that longer term vision. Instead of weight loss, it's being healthier. Instead of having more money, it's being more generous. Instead of accomplishing more, what am I actually accomplishing? And so this year, I want to ask us to intentionally shift, like I said, to start at the bottom and build up. And so this year, I want to start by setting goals in my faith. I want to look at who I want to be as a Christ follower and what does that mean and what are the areas that I can grow in so that I can start there. Because often that's at the bottom of my list, or it's like, hey, it'd be nice if this happened, but I'm going to start with my faith. What is the vision for my faith? How would I grow in my faith? And then everything else will build from there. Hebrews 11 has a really unique take that is kind of the verse that I want to use throughout this entire series. It's the one that sits above this whole series. Hebrews 11:1 says, faith shows the reality of what we hope for. It's the evidence of things we cannot see. There are places you will go, there are things you will accomplish that you are not aware of yet. But if you engage your faith, that will help keep you on that path and help you realize those goals and those dreams. And so today specifically, again, thinking about our faith, if we start there, if it's an afterthought, you might even accomplish some of those things. But it's not going to be with the right foundation. It's going to be shaky. And I think what we'll experience is much of what we've experienced in the past of a surge and a fizzle. And so this year, I really want to start by thinking through, what do I want to do? Who do I want to be in the eyes of Jesus first? Jesus says in Matthew 7:24-27, he says that anyone who listens to my teachings and follows it is wise, like a person who builds their house on a solid rock. As you set your New Year's resolutions, as you create goals for 2020, start with faith as the foundation. Jesus goes on to say that though rain may come, in torrents and floodwaters rise and the winds beat against that house, it will not collapse because it's built on bedrock. You and I both know that we'll set out into our goals and we'll hit complications. Life will get busy. Something won't go as planned. And instead of fizzling, if we're built on faith, if it's bigger than us, if that faith vision drives us, we will be able to keep going. We may hit a roadblock, but we'll be able to keep going. We may hit another roadblock, and we'll be able to keep going. Jesus says if we don't do that, anyone who hears my teachings and does not obey is foolish, like a person who builds their house on sand. When it rains, when the floods come and the winds beat against that house, it will collapse with a mighty crash. Please, this year, join me. Let's join together and let's show the world a different way of thinking about accomplishment, about where we want to go, what our vision is. Let's start first with our faith. This week, consider your faith as you're setting goals, as you're thinking about New Year's resolutions. Make one of them, make the first one, about how you engage and grow in your faith this year. Thanks for watching Faith in 5. If you like what you see, please like and share. If you're interested in making a donation to our ministry, please click the link below.